is our model HD250
K's test shop here at Crowborough. This is our model new 300 circular saw. The capacity is 70 millimeters high by 140 across. On a diameter capacity, 100 millimeter is the maximum. Right, this is the vise. As you can see, it has a quick lock handle here. It has an off-cut clamp, which means when you're cutting pieces off, you won't end up with a break-off pip. That means the work is completed without a burr on the end. The vise will slide in and out for maximum capacity. You'll get more capacity, especially when mitering, when the vise does this. Also, it means that your moment of cut can be over the centre line. It just cuts better that way. Here you have support for the work. You can obviously put longer roller tracks on if you wish. Over here, there's a small measuring stop. Again, you can extend that yourselves or buy a measuring system with a roller track for your finished work. The machine has a 2.2 kilowatt motor. It's a 2-speed here. You have an emergency stop button here. Down here is the coolant pump with its filtration system. Okay, the machine is best suited for pipes, tubes, box section, that sort of thing. I have the machine set at 90 degrees here. You can see the scale there. I'm just going to do a simple cut on there just so you get an idea of how fast the machine is. And the work is clamped here. You can see it's finished.
This is supplied from down here, where we have a removable coolant tank for easy cleaning, and a coolant pump here, which is easily accessible for maintenance. Here we have the blade tensioning. You just do this up until it goes tight. There are velvet spring washers under here which collapse when it goes tight. It's the correct tension every time. And this micro switch will switch the machine off should the blade break. Okay, this is the control panel. Most important switch, the emergency stop switch here. The main isolator for the machine. This is the downfeed control. That is the blade cutting speed. Down here we have a control switch. This is manual control on this position, and automatic control on that position. This is the blade speed. So on top speed here you might be cutting aluminium, on the low speed, tall steels, etc. Here we have the front vise opening and closing, the back vise feed vise opening and closing. This brings the bow down manually and bow up manually. This switch starts the blade. This switch makes the vise go in and out, again for setting purposes. And this is the main start switch. This starts up all the hydraulics, etc. Over here we have the computer for all the programming. That's for your lengths and the number of pieces. And I'll come to that in a minute. This is setting up of the machine. You can see the controls here. The main one to use is F3, of course, setting. As you can see, this says Series 01. That will be the first program. There are 30 programs that you can store on the machine. You can run one program after the other if you wish. For instance, you might want to cut a 6-metre length into several different sizes. Therefore, you can run one size, then the next size, then the next size. Or you might just wish to store programs for future use. So you have 30 opportunities to do so. That said, it's very easy to set the lengths and the number of pieces, so storing is a matter of choice really. So as you can see, there's an edit sign here. I'm going to press F4, which is the edit button, and I've got on to series number 1. That's the first program. Number of pieces to cut, I can change. For instance, 15 pieces I'm going to cut. Length, at the moment it's saying 35 millimeters. I can change that up to 250, for instance. Then if there's a slight variation in length, maybe the blade's slightly thicker than the next blade, and you can actually put a correction value in there, but usually you don't have to touch that. And then you press escape, and the machine is already set up to do 15 pieces, 250 millimeters long, and all you have to do is escape